Push this button and push that button. And we should be live with all those buttons pushed. What's up, Twitch land? It is Sunday and we're late. Yep, we're late. We're slackers, but it's 8:30-ish and we're going to play some D&D against the Giants from the Yawning Portal. And I see I got 2 players on camera, but I think I have 3 players in Discord, right? Yeah. So what's up, players? How are you? Are you guys ready to do some stuffs? Some stuffs. What do you guys remember? Yeah,
Giants.
Dre. The Unity did get updated, so they switched over these sidebars on the right. You know, the backgrounds, characters, to just text
I noticed
because
that.
they're getting ready to open up Fantasy Grounds Forge, which you as a creator or somebody that wants to make stuff for Fantasy Grounds and use it can actually get on the Forge and sell stuff to other Fantasy Grounds users that they've made. Pretty cool. So this frees up a lot of development stuff. Those buttons were a pain in the buttocks to try to copy and make because this is just text. So and they did, you can move your portraits now. So if you right click up there where your character portraits are at up top, and you can turn on the movement and you can put it anywhere you want. So,
Oh, cool.
and you can also move your modifier box where you want. The only thing you can't move right now
Oh,
is
and
the
you can shape.
dice, because that's a different system or something. They're saying it's a different system. Let's
Huh.
see. Let's get Chatty up. Yeah. Oh, I need to stop the music on the stream, or we're gonna get a ding every time. Stop it.
Uh-oh.
All right. Let's pull up the map and let's talk D&D stuff.
Oh, characters.
Wait, not that one. This button. Sword Coast map. One square is 24 miles. Yeah. Big ass map. But you guys are way over here
Whoa.
in Symbia currently, just west of the Thunder Peaks, below the Dalelands, in a place called the Archwood, believe it or not. And you can see your path that you traveled out of Saltmarsh, following hill giants and giants all together that made a swath through the south, raiding and pillaging, not really murder hoboing as much. And you found a steeding. You pretty much fucked them up. You smashed their face. And now he realized that there was a cloud giant there, and he's got some of the loots. And you guys are like, after him! He's got our loots! I think is is the main reason you're going after the Cloud Giant.
What? No.
No, no. XP? Since we're
You
on
know,
milestone, it can't be XP, right?
No, no,
know,
no.
'cause-
What we really want to do is kill the Cloud Giant for the betterment of Sembia. Definitely.
Oh, yeah, some role playing stuff, right? Blah blah
Definitely,
blah.
We want
definitely.
his
Not for
sweet
material gain.
Intel.
Yep, that is true. That's an extension.
We're
but-
trying to recover the dwarves.
Nice,
goods.
nice, nice, nice.
Yeah, and the dwarves are like, my ball peen hammers aren't here. So the only thing you can think of is the Cloud Giant has them.
Whack and crack aren't here.
Yeah, my ball peen hammers is what I call them. Like, bing, bing, bing. Light hammers. Did Sir William pull in a driveway yet? Did you hear him?
Not yet. I think he's on the way home. I can check.
You haven't heard him yet.
I mean, no, he in the group chat he asked us the thing. Let's see where he is right now. I can give you a good base time.
Well, we got a little talking to do, and then we're gonna get right into it. So, did somebody want to bot his character
I
until he
can
gets
play
here?
as his character.
Well, I will release that character for you. What's his name?
Damokos.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Let's see. Click there. Clear owner. There you go. Now you can open the character selection button and grab him. Change your dice color on his character so it's different,
Yeah.
and then you'll know who's who. All right. So you guys, it's like middle of the day or something. I think it's later than 10:30 in the morning. I think it's more like noon or so. And you guys say, well, let's go after the giant. Let's see how far he can get ahead. How far he's gotten ahead of us. So you dip out of here pretty quickly. You grab some stuff. What loot? There is some loot in. Let's pretend for a minute that you guys aren't coming back here. The stuff in party sheet. Did you grab any of that stuff?
No, you put a bunch of that stuff in right at the end of last session, and everyone sort of jet.
Yeah, so let's run through that real quick while we're waiting on Brant and stuff. There's some potions in there. There's a potion of superior healing, 4 potions of water breathing. Those are handy. Not currently. There's a Warhammer +1 in there.
What?
What? A javelin of lightning. There's a hairpin. Yep. For
Actually,
those
what the-
that
I wanna look.
have long
Holy
hair and need to.
crap! Oh,
I think my Dragonborn has
Warha-
a long hair.
There is a
Is
giant
Warhammer
battle
a
axe.
two-handed weapon?
One or two.
It is
One or
One or
two?
two.
versatile is the 5e terminology for that.
It's a
Versatile.
DA or a D10.
I like that and
I mean, I have no use for it in this game, but
I mean, I would use it, but I already have my war pick,
all right.
and I can't really dual wield. I would like to take that javelin though, if you guys don't mind.
it is going to sell for 207 gold. So if somebody wants to lug it, you can always put it back on party sheet when you get in town and sell the bitch.
No, we'll take the stuff out. Hold
Do you guys
on.
mind if I take the javelin?
Hold on. No, go ahead.
Alright.
Javelin's pretty dope too.
It's like a lightning bolt, one cast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be
A
the only one.
potion of poison?
Nice.
All right. My dad
Do you
is.
taste it? Do you taste
I
it?
can tell because my dogs are barking. So I will be right back.
It tastes like the it tastes like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I swear to God, that's exactly what it tastes
Pretty
like.
much. Exactly.
Oh God.
Straight from the skull.
Look, the potion of poison is worth more than the Warhammer. No one wants a Warhammer. Is that the one that says? Is it? I think that's the one that when you hit a dwarf with it, it says obscenities because it was made by giants.
What?
Yeah, there's in the module. There's a hammer. I think that's the one. It's probably supposed to be a
Nice.
giant warhammer, but hey, I'll go with it. Since no one can use it, why not?
Um,
What about this potion of mind control, Hill Giant? It's pretty
take it.
cool. Yeah.
Those are kind of nice to have before you go into hill giant steeding, but you know,
Eh,
yeah. Do we get Sirenscape?
Okay, I'm back.
It's on. Is it?
Let's see.
He's getting on in a second.
All
I hear
right.
something.
Bear farting.
I dragged the potion of superior healing over, but it's not on my sheet. Where did it go, Carrie?
It shows that you took something, but it doesn't show.
Yeah, I took the potion of superior healing, but it's not
Like,
showing on my sheet.
In chat, it says party to Marquette, and then there's nothing there. So
Was it? I
Ooh,
don't know. It was
X
ID'd.
plus
Let's
one.
see. Is there
I don't think
something
you're a
not
giant
ID'd?
size.
You got an empty slot?
I have an empty slot on the bottom that says 3, but there's nothing in it.
Potion of
All right, I really
climbing.
want to take that cape.
The hell's a glove of Nurgle in your haversack? That's what happened. You got so much shit that you can't find it in your haversack. It's like it's in one of these damn pockets. I know it is. I'm kidding.
let me just take
I can
all
put that
the
glove on and it becomes a pin.
treasure stuff to put in my bag of holding, and we'll deal with it later.
Let's see. Party sheet.
Well, he can sell all the gems and stuff off in the bracelet if you want to throw the warhammer.
Well, no,
into
you got to lug.
No.
You got to lug it.
We're not allowed to sell from here. We gotta hold it.
There's no vendor in the Hill Giant Steeding to sell it to. You have to take it to the vendor.
Sure, Specky, go ahead. I'm just trying to figure out where my potion of superior healing went.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Let's see. Potion. It's not in the thing.
I'm gonna take the cape because why not?
I'm gonna take the cape because why not? That's a good reason. Why not?
Yeah, it looks cool. That's all I care about in games. If my
I'm
character
gonna
looks
jump
cool
off
or
the
not.
cliff. Why not?
That's right.
Let's try a new
The
one for
otter
you,
pelt
Kena.
cape.
Let's see.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't see my character ready for me to take.
Oh yeah, because I was playing as him for a second.
Get off my guy, you
I'm already off him. Thank you very much.
ass kid.
I was making sure that you weren't going to get botted and get ganked by like 7 hill giants.
You don't think Buck could have handled botting me?
No, I wanted to do it, and also that's not what a botting means. If people can't play as a bot, that's not how that works.
Kid is trying to school you on.
Hey, we made up that
terminology.
Damn, I'll be
term.
wrong.
We made up that term, so we know what it means.
Mm.
When you've played video games and you're talking to people on a landline, holding the phone on your neck, you know you're old school. Let me call you back. Call
Three-way
waiting.
calling. Train to miss more.
And that three-way calling disabled call waiting, so that was cool. Remember when they came out with that? Yes!
How do I get my character?
You click on the character. Did he release it, or he just got off of your character? Probably. Let me release it for you.
I don't work on one thing at a time here, buddy. Don't
Oh,
pressure him.
all right. You guys are in the middle of some shit.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
You
oh,
can
wait.
close that and reopen, and it should be there. And you should have a potion of superior healing on your character sheet now, Buck. It's right there. It's right below your crossbow. Can I make anyone else's day pleasurable?
You got a staff of the Magi for me?
I do. You just have to go get it and find out where it's at. I have
Is it
one.
Dragon that has it?
You're not sure. Do you like ask around in town if anyone has a
We're
staff
not
of
in
them?
town, are we?
No, you're currently walking away from the hill giant's eating, heading towards where the cloud giant's at.
Is it on fire?
No, you guys didn't burn it down because you think you might come back, I think.
Oh, okay.
Boring.
But you could. I mean, it's just a big pile of wet logs. It might take a little bit of extra oomph to get it burning, but
Oh,
do we have
the
any
propo-
accelerant?
no, the proposal was made to move this game to bi-weekly, but we wanted your vote on that, Sir William.
So once every month isn't enough, huh? You want to try to step it up?
We just had a break, but we also had like 45 games out of 52 that were bi-weekly. We've been in this game over a year.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I was pretty impressed when you
that's what
said that.
happens when you get up in the high levels. You got to stick at it.
Hmm.
You got to stick at it. Well, you guys can think on that on the bi-weekly deal. Let's play some D&D. So you guys
Let's
leave
do it.
and let me push this map out again. Uh, Sorry if you've already got it and don't want it, but there it is again. As you guys leave out of the Archwood, following these giants, you quickly come to realize that they didn't get very far. So, as a matter of a few hours, as you guys get into dusk, the sun is setting in the west as you guys are right out of this Archwood and or walk out of this Archwood. You guys can see the tracks clearly from this caravan. These ogres pulling these four wagons. Occasionally, you might see big giant footprints around, but you think that might be the cloud giant, but you have seen him in his flying abilities, so he probably is flying more than he's walking. As you guys start heading west, you come to cliffs. You can see up ahead of you as the sun's going down that you're up on a plateau. And let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. Is it this one? No. That link got broke. Hold on one second. Let me go find that link real quick. Hi, Moon. This one? Yeah. All right. So I got a zoomed in version so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So you guys are coming out of the woods like over here. Uh, Let me kind of point like over here, and you're heading kind of straight towards these cliffs. And when you guys get towards the cliffs, you see a few destroyed structures up on the cliff top. Right, that's where you guys are. And you can hear you're coming right out of the tree line, so you've got cover or concealment, anyways. And you can hear the giants talking, the ogres, and you can hear them. You can hear them far enough away that you might not be able to understand what they're talking about, but you know they're there. So, what kind of precautions do you guys want to do, or do you guys want to sneak up, or you want to come out of the woods altogether, swinging clubs?
I like the latter option.
I'll sneak up, at least scout it first to see what we can see what's there before we just charge in. If that's acceptable to everybody.
I'm fine with that.
That sounds
Sure.
good.
All right, so you guys kind of take some defensible positions kind of back on the tree line, and Marquette's kind of drops some of his heavier gear and slinks off, knowing he's coming back. Uh, you got a haversack, so he doesn't have to really drop anything. So he kind of dips off and gets to the edge of the tree line. And what you see is there's four wagons being unloaded by the ogres that were pulling them, and they're moving the goods that's off of the wagons over to the cliff side. And on the cliffside, there's some mechanical crane-looking devices that it looks like they're loading them on some like platforms and ropes and block and tackle stuff, and lowering them down. And you can see the cloud giant you can hear him just kind of barking. Do you speak giant? Does
I
Marquette
do.
speak giant?
I
Oh,
don't
you're not
I
like
do
close enough to
not.
hear what they're saying.
I do not.
So they're conversing in giant, but you can tell from the tone of the cloud giant, he's like, and the other ogres are like, ooh,
He's directing, yeah.
yeah. So the tone is, and they're like,
Okay. Have they just started unloading stuff, or does it look like they're half empty, the wagons from last time I saw
you
them?
think it's gonna take them, a half hour or something to get everything down? So, and you're the rest of the party's only like, a minute back.
So I go back to the party and let them know that they're actually unloading the wagons and lowering them down a cliff, not up, down. You said, right?
Yeah, yeah, and
And the cloud nine's flying.
there's a couple of destroyed structures out there, kind of where they're unloading stuff. You didn't get all the way out in the opening, but you got close enough where you can hear what they're doing and talking and figure out what they're doing.
So they're like
Shouldn't-
removing this stuff.
Yeah, shouldn't we attack them before they can escape?
Sure.
How many were there?
Would the dwarves
Hey,
come with it? Did the dwarves come with us with clubs or no?
They would just
The
be a
the
liability.
dwarves are in not really combat shape
They're
currently.
also
That's right. They were levels of exhaustion. Never mind.
they also have like, no armor.
Dude, the barbarian with a club at 11th level is still pretty deadly. Trust me.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but a couple of good hits and they're dead, and that's not what your goal is here. So.
Okay. So
um,
what do you guys want to
did
do? You want to
we-
go in guns blazing? Is that your plan?
Remember your last
Wait.
NPC? He like, we got a good dwarf NPC in the first mission. He's like,
You want to blow the lift up with a fireball so they can't lower anything else down? What do you
well,
guys
that was
No,
my
but
next
that
question.
that if there's are there things
the
on
lists
it
are too
already?
far apart to hit. There's two of them.
Yeah, one fireball on each will blow them up.
Have we
Well,
taken a
Did
long
we-
rest by chance?
Thank
No.
you,
No, you
Brant. I
have
was trying to
not.
get to that.
You have not taken a
might
long
wanna
rest.
No, we had a choice
You
of.
can't
Alright.
take a long rest, and then all this would be gone. So
I'm not defenseless without a long rest. I can keep fighting.
How far away are we from where the cloud giant is? Are we,
about a minute.
how many feet is that? Like 300?
Sure.
So
Is that how
arrows
far
is
away
sort
you
of-
guys want to be? 300 sounds
Well,
good to me.
I mean, I can start throwing arrows at this guy.
Oh no,
this
you're
far
in a
out.
heavy cover. You're in the woods. You can't. You got to get to the edge of the wood line, which is probably 60 feet from them.
Okay.
Is what Marquette tells you.
Yeah, we can sneak up in stealth and just start and we can start firing arrows at the cloud giant. When he comes toward us, the rest of the guys can rush out of the woods and attack him.
All right.
So me and Spacky can sneak up in stealth and hide and get advantage on our first shots on him from stealth. And then after that, he's gonna come toward us. So you guys come charging in full speed and go for it. How close do I think we can sneak up to this edge line before with the big guy in plate mail over here and stuff?
And
Was it? I mean, I'm assuming there was a lot of racket in the camp.
yeah, they're making all kinds of noises and dragging, and he's barking. The cloud giant, you didn't get a good look to see what he's up to. He's kind of behind like a couple of buildings from the way you approach. You can see him moving around, through the holes in the building, and you can hear his
Sure,
voice.
he's tall, or the building's taller than him.
Yeah, but he's kind of behind him. He's a little shorter than the top of the building.
So they're big, like 3-story buildings. Okay, got it.
The structures are so. Do you think warehouses or something that have been destroyed?
Okay.
Wait, we didn't take a long rest, but I'm guessing we didn't take a short rest either.
take a
Actually, you guys could have had a short rest for sure. Let me.
Okay.
Let me at least push you a short rest for those that have anything that renews on a short rest.
Because I
And
have
you
my
guys could
action
have gotten
surge.
some hit die.
Yeah.
We took a short because I've got temps on everybody now.
Oh,
Ah.
okay. So you already got it. All right, cool.
I can Misty Step up to the Cloud Giant, just get a very deadly burst of hits in before he notices.
Well,
All right,
we
so
can sneak attack and
there's
do a stupid amount of damage, and then you can Misty Step to hit right after we do initial damage from advantage.
Fair enough.
so there's two ways to approach this cliff side edge that they're on. If you can see back here, this is the upper section, um, and it kind of rolls downhill to where they're at. That's how the wagons got down there. It's only um, like 60 feet down to where they're at. But you can also come through the woods like here. These are trees. These four little sprocket looking things are trees. So you could sneak in and actually get on the color part of the map and be in the tree line. So the W's are the wagons, right? And the hill giant is, you know, back in over here somewhere.
The cloud.
I mean the cloud giant. Yeah. And then there's the ogres are unloading on the wagons and moving stuff to those cranes that are out. There's two of them. And you're not sure how far down that is. No one's really kind of looked, but you think it's pretty far. I mean, just from where your perspective. I kind of envision that you guys were in the woods back here. So you're kind of, when you approached, you came up this bottom of this cliff edge, and this is kind of where you hung out. And Tane went up, looked around, and or Marquette did, and came back. So you guys can either go back and get up, or come out at the tree line. And let me put your characters on there, and you can move them where you want them to be when you guys do this, whatever you're doing. So there you guys go.
I keep getting the Hill Giant Stronghold instead of the new map when I click my token.
Try now. We just got put on the map.
There it is. Now, where's the Hill Giant, the Stone Cloud Giant again, Gary?
It says around there.
Oh, where the arrow is? Okay. What do you guys want to do? You want to sneak up and take a quick stealth shot at them and then go from there, or what do you want to do?
I mean, I think that makes the most sense. Take a couple shots and then have our tank run in and start grappling with them.
Yep.
Well, maybe not grappling, but you know.
I could try.
I mean, it might be good to keep him stuck to the ground, but I feel like he might have a lot of strength.
What is it that we see here? Ogres and the cloud giant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand this down and up and shit. So the
Me too, same.
see
Okay, so
Paris
where it
and
says
Marquette over there.
down. Okay, so where it says down is like the top of a ridge line, and the arrow pointing up is the way the wagons went down a roadway to where
Yeah,
this
this
area is.
this area is a ramp. Sorry, it's confusing the up and down, but it's
So that's a
up
road.
from down there and it's down from up there. So
Where,
I see.
where,
So that's
where
an
our markers,
extension off this picture of a map.
right? But where our markers currently are like hills and shit.
No, these are
the
trees.
four sprocket things
We're
are
further
trees,
down.
and it's 60 feet to the top area up here.
Yeah, so
So
the
this
trees
is
are kind of like
60
in a
feet
basin.
higher up here than it is where the trees are down
All right,
here.
and so our approach would have been from where we are right now with the
Yeah,
trees.
your approach to the combat can be anywhere you want on the map.
But we'll okay, but where we would have come from in
Was south,
Right.
our net,
this way.
if you reference the other map that looks like kind of cartoonish, I think that trees are the archwood trees that were coming out, and there's that Archendale like ridge, and that's if you bounce to the other map, it'll give you another perspective.
So where I just moved my token to by that tree is realistically where we could be. I don't have to be over where it says down on the road area.
Yeah, you guys are
Gotcha.
moving up. If you guys move up that close, I'm gonna need some stealth checks.
Am I?
Oh, okay.
How good am I? Like how far?
Close like Buck, or like where Theros is.
Well, I don't need stealth checks from Buck. He can sneak right up there. He's a stealthy mofo, right?
Mhm.
Isn't Marquette?
My minimum stealth is 23.
Yeah,
That's the minimum
Yeah,
we
that's-
have.
Sorry, can I ask a question about these trees? Are they
and-
like? Do they have low limbs or high limbs? Or,
Well, they look like
well,
the
obviously
trees
they'll
on the
have high
map.
limbs, but-
They look they're gonna provide concealment and cover up until the map. So you need to be on the map to actually engage with missile weapons. The colored
Okay,
map.
so I can't shoot from out here or up from the top of the
No.
ridge.
You could shoot from like over on the ramp, maybe. Down at the two and the wagons down there. But you're kind of exposed. The trees are way
Yeah, no,
taller than the
that's-
cliff, so they're blocking everything up.
Okay, understood. Then yeah, I'll roll a stealth to be near the other tree. Sort of, behind the main trunk.
Well, you heard
Ne-
what he said. You have to be on the map to be able to shoot through it, Spanky, right?
Whoops.
On the color part, yeah.
Forgot how to tower this. Or did I tower it? I did not.
Did you hear what he said, Spanky? You have to be on the color part to actually shoot at the giant.
I know, but I would start there, right? And then I'd move forward to shoot.
Oh,
No, you can go ahead. If you want to move up and get into like cover and try to get a shot and be stealthy, you can get on the map, but you do need to roll a stealth check to get on the map.
Right,
on the color
but
part.
we're gonna need to run initiative and stuff like that. So this gives me
Yeah,
options
we're getting
of
ready to
whether-
do that. I'm just trying to see
I
where you
wanna
guys
go
are
in or
starting
out.
off when I roll initiative. So that's where you want to be. Let me lock the tokens. Boop.
I'm
And
waiting
let's
to
roll
unlock the
initiative.
tokens yet.
How
I
do
wanna
I
get up-
tower?
I want to get as close as I can get without requiring a stealth check.
Well, obviously you'll know if you needed a stealth check when they hear you. So I mean, how would you know how close you can get to know that you need to be
Right.
quiet? I mean, is there like a red line or something in the dirt?
It
I mean,
honestly, it doesn't really matter when I think
so
about
I
it.
mean,
'Cause I
either
have
you're
a
going to
big-
try to roll a stealth check to move up closer, or
Right.
the only
No, I'm
person
good.
that doesn't need the Theris and Marquette are sneaky mofo's, but some of you
They
guys got
are.
armor and shit on.
Unfortunately, I've got this
are you
cool
staying where
skill
you're
armor
at?
that makes. Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at because I have other
Let
options.
them move up and get some position, sneak up.
Sure.
All right, so
Yeah.
let's do one of these rolls here. Let me push the initiative button for you guys.
Did there used to be a tower button on your character sheet? I feel like there
Yeah,
used to be
that
a link to
extension's
tower.
broke.
Okay, that's why I was very confused. Thank you.
I used to double click and it would roll right, but there's a new extension I'm trying out. It doesn't even roll the dice anymore to cut down on all that graphics. So if you double click on something on your character sheet, it doesn't actually roll the dice. It just shows the number in the chat. If you want for fanfare to make it show the dice in chat, just drag it to the chat window, whatever you're
Gotcha.
rolling.
Okay.
All right, so Theris, you get to react first. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you.
Okay, so I would presume I'm hidden. Can I see the cloud giant from where I'm at right now?
You know he's over there, but no, you do not have direct line of sight on him. You know he's there though.
So I need to be like there to shoot him. Is that right?
You definitely have to be on the color part of the map to engage
color.
anyone on the
Okay.
map.
So
But
I
yeah,
have to
that
be there,
makes that kind of makes sense. It's like a little ridge line back there. You're kind of shooting through the trees and stuff. You would have a -5 to hit because of cover and stuff, but since you're sharpshooter, you can shoot through the branches.
Gotcha. Okay. So now when I'm shooting here, do I have advantage on my shot?
Yeah, you will, cause he doesn't know you're there. He's like,
Okay. Does that work on both shots, or is it just the first shot?
just the first shot.
Just the first shot. Okay.
Actually, no.
Um,
Actually, he is surprised. So let me put surprised on everyone. So we'll just give you advantage for the whole round. Make it easy. I don't have to drop all those
Oh
effects.
man.
okay then. I'll put Hunter's Mark on him
Yeah.
first.
Fuck shit up. Let's go.
So you move up and
I
you get the
remember
big
how to
wow
do
arrow
that.
flashing on his head. Doing, doing,
Yeah.
doing, doing.
Yeah.
Boing boing.
I was playing a rogue. I always had that bitch. Fuck. I'd have to. It's hard to get rid of too sometimes. It's like an hour
And then we're
cooldown or
gonna
something. I could get rid of it.
try our first shot as lucky. Sorry, not lucky. Sharpshooter.
Yeah, so he's like leaning up against this kind of warehouse building, kind of chillaxing a little, barking orders at these ogres moving around, carrying stuff. There's a lot of chests. You see a lot of chests being lugged.
And here we go.
So this arrow comes flying out of the woods. It freaking hits this guy right in the side of the head. Wow! It's cannot find effect to remove. I don't know what that error is. We're gonna have some glitches because there was a huge update and I run 60 extensions, so just bear with that.
Yeah, that's probably from
But
my
it's not
lag.
a effect on there. It was a 2 you rolled. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage.
Do 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 do.
Nice. So yeah, so you hit this guy, 35 points of damage, obviously lightly wounding him since he is a cloud giant.
What?
He's like, oh, he swats at it like it was he got bit by a wasp, right? He's like, wow, and then he pulls out
Oh,
the arrow and he looks down at the arrow, and you can hear him growl. Ow! I just pulled my shoulder.
he looks down at the arrow and he says, "I know this arrow, Ferris."
He licks it.
Yeah.
You know, it's to him, it's like this big. You know.
Yeah. Blink.
We're gonna go with shot number 2.
Did you see the image I put on the message of the day?
I saw you post something, but I didn't see it.
Here, check this out, guys. Sorry to interrupt the scene here, but this gives you perspective of giants. Here's a human over here, so.
Oh my god.
That's a big dude.
Dude, storm giants
You know,
are no joke.
On that note, I've always kind of been interested as to what does the combat really look like between a human and a giant? What am I stabbing at his fucking toe?
Yeah, no, you're jumping up,
Basically,
hitting
you're
him as
like,
high as you can, running up onto platforms and stuff, trying to get to his vital organs the best you can. He's leaning over, swiping at you, so you know they knock him
I feel like
down
you
to
gotta
his
chop their legs off.
knees. You know,
Right.
kind of.
I mean, for sure. It's like when
Yep.
you stub your shin, you hit your shin on a couch or a table. That's what you're doing
What's
right
in the
now.
cage that the cloud giant has? See that shit?
Uh,
It's a little dude.
yeah, that's
Oh, it
actually
is.
that's a little
That's
dude. Looks like a gnome maybe. He's
Alright,
got
so
a. Go ahead.
I hit my second one and I'm moving 10 back, and that's my turn.
He's like, he says something in giant. Not loud enough for the front line, only the front line to hear. And anything
Okay.
else past your turn?
No, that's just my movement back a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. If you're done though, I can get movement going.
Understood. Okay.
And I'm gonna move up because I feel like the element surprise is kind of over. I'm gonna move there and dash over there. Just wave it there as I run by.
Weren't you gonna like Misty Step or something?
No, I realized that is a spell slot, and I have 0 of those.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, so Theris, you're kind of on a little bit of a high spot over there. So you see Thoras come running, through the bushes and stuff. He's got his pick out. He's like, what's he wearing? Plate armor?
Plate armor, yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like a Sherman coming through the woods.
Oh,
over here.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
was reassuring.
I don't think
it's pretty
are
fast
that
though.
deadly.
Shermans are pretty fast. Shermans
Yeah,
weren't
well,
that deadly compared to the Tiger tanks. They
It's
were
more deadly
cannon
than a
fodder.
Dragonborn.
No bonus action, Marquette.
Nope. All right, I'll be right.
So Marquette, you've been scoping these guys out for a few seconds here. What's he get? What's his plan?
what kind of shot do I have on the Cloud Giant right now?
You're at -5 on the Cloud Giant.
But I have advantage because I'm stealth, right?
Because he's surprised. Yes.
And what is the what do they call the star thing give you again?
The star thing.
Inspiration. What does that do?
Gives you advantage.
So I already have it. Okay.
Or you can give advantage to somebody else.
No, I'll take my shot.
You gotta manually put on advantage, Dan.
I did.
Okay, just let me make sure.
And the -5. What do you got? A hand crossbow, and you're at long range, but you
No,
can't
I have a light crossbow. I'm using.
Oh, is it light? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What is the range of that? 80 or
80
something. Yeah, you're
80
good.
is short. Yeah.
You're good. I think I have an extension that would calculate that anyways.
If it's not broken right now.
I think he's updated. A lot of them have been updated. So, that's why I buy the paid extensions because they ooh, a crit, another crit.
Jesus.
No,
I don't wanna
second
know
crit,
what this is
second
gonna do.
roll, no effect though. So it's just gonna be crit damage.
In
It's
the
gonna have
face.
sneak
Should get
attack.
sneak attack.
Yeah, make sure. Wait, you apply sneak attack. Damn it!
Fucker.
Wait,
Why didn't it give
come
it to me?
on.
I had advantage.
Oh
It
man.
doesn't know you had advantage. It doesn't.
Rookie.
You have to. It's not an automatic thing to give you to give you sneak attack.
All right,
You
so
have
it's gonna be
advantage.
16 this twice because you get double on that. So I'll roll them twice.
Wait, roll what twice? You just need to roll a sneak attack now.
Twice. It's critted. I critted.
Oh, hold shift and roll your. Let's just do the whole thing over.
Reroll damage. And put 16
Yeah, just
back on?
re-roll the whole thing. Apply sneak attack. Re-roll the whole thing, and you can't get less than a 16 on your main attack. How's that?
Is it gonna still do the crit damage though?
Hold shift when you roll the crit damage. Or roll the damage. There you go. So 58 points of damage to him. What was your... He rolled a 2, so I'm going to give him another 6. What's all that banging? Somebody needs a mute, please.
Oh, it's probably me.
What?
And then I moved back.
You didn't get it muted. Good lord.
I know. Sorry, these headphones pick up everything, and I forgot to mute. And I went downstairs.
I use my bonus action so I can stealthily move back. I moved back through the shrubs, but stealthily. So I moved 30, but it was because I used my bonus to also stealth. Okay, Carrie. So I didn't like run back or nothing. I just kind of creeped back into the shrubbery.
Yes, yeah, you move back into the thickness, into the thickness. So the cloud giant's like, and passes his surprise round. Oros, are you back upstairs?
All right.
Oh yeah, you gotta be. There you are on camera.
Yeah, I'm back upstairs. I'm pushed to talk.
Awesome. Just
All
got
right,
to
I'm just
remember
gonna
that you're
double
on push to
60.
talk. You hear some commotion and a giant yells out in pain, and
Right.
you're just gonna
And
dip
I'm gonna
forward.
kind of sprint towards the action. Yeah.
Yeah, you can pretty much run any direction you want. The trees, other than the center trunk of the tree, you know, the round part of the tree. You like my artist? It's like the dry erase board now. So you're gonna dash up there, and are you gonna use a bonus action or no? Push to talk, buddy.
I'm good. Just gonna double and end my
All
turn.
right. All right. So Damakos, right? It's like Damaticos. Is that really how
Something like it's close, yeah. Damocos.
Damakos?
Hmm.
You're like more giants. Lovely.
So that cloud giant's got an arrow stuck in his chest and his neck.
You don't know. You just hear
Oh,
arrows being shot. You can't see anything from way back there. You don't know what's going on.
so I will double up to here.
I mean, you're assuming there's some arrows because he's screaming out in pain.
Yeah, I
You
double
can
up to
hear your
there.
party members firing them.
That's what I do.
Oh, don't drag the combat tracker around. I wish you could lock that. I really wish there was a lock on the combat tracker so it doesn't drag around.
You can drag that.
Yeah. Almost everything can be moved except for the dice currently and the side buttons.
Right, but I didn't know that about that messed you up.
Yeah, well, if I go to drag something that's kind of on top of it, I drag the whole combat tracker. Oh, crap.
Oh, I see.
Because I have see if it, you probably haven't even looked at my stream, but I have like set spots for everything.
Oh yeah, no, I
Uh,
don't watch the stream.
it would be interesting to actually, just glance at it.
All right.
You might learn something about streaming.
Yeah, I don't want to. Anyway,
I'm passing through these guys' surprise rounds because they can't do jack on their surprise turn. Medium panties. That guy's in medium panties. All right, Marquette. you got initiative on top of round 2. Now these guys are no longer surprised, so you don't have advantage because of surprise, but you could get it because you're stealth, but you can't shoot from back there. So.
All right, I'll move up 30 and then try to stealth.
Oh yeah, you can do that as a bonus action.
Yep. And I'll take another shot at the cloud giant. So I'll roll my stealth, but it's a 23 right now.
Well, he's got a pretty high perception, so go ahead and roll it while I'm looking for his perception to see.
Want it in the tower or on the?
Yeah, well, I don't matter. I don't care. Yeah, roll it on the table. Let's see how high it is.
So it's at least a 23.
So it's a 23, and it beat his passive perception, but he knows you're back there. I'll still give you advantage, but you have a -5 to hit him. Still.
That's fine. Let's see if I hit.
Yeah. With advantage, because that's what allowed you to hit him. He's like, "Whoa, where's you at, human? I can smell you." As you shoot him in the neck again, he's like, critical, blood's like squirting out of his neck. He's like,
Smell that. I feel bad.
he's
This guy's my buddy.
Damocos.
Think of all the people that died in Saltmarsh because of him.
now I can see them, right?
No. You have to be on the colored part of the map to engage anyone on the map.
I moved to the colored part of the map.
Okay. Now you can see them. And from where you're at, you have he's got total cover from you. The cloud giant does, but the ogres they don't have any from you. They're just like standing.
There's
They're like
fragrant lip hair and
they're like
from
dropping whatever they're carrying and drawing weapons and starting to move towards the wood line. You think, but they haven't acted yet. Crumcatcher and
Oh yeah.
and fragrant lip hair. What are you
Been
doing?
like 2 weeks. I just targeted them and now I'm gonna blast them.
I understand, but what specifically are you blasting them with?
A fireball.
Oh shit. So a 20-foot radius fireball on all this gear and stuff? Okay.
Well, no, kinda.
You could
The
probably
W and
do it like
W.
that. You could do it
That's
like
kind of
that.
what I'm. Well, can I go up a little bit and catch that cloud? Yeah, right there.
Yeah, you know he's over there.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you
throw it
can.
right there.
The building's already kind of crispy and busted up, so.
What's up, fellas? So kaboom, and then down arrow.
So yeah, so you did used a third level spell to do 52 points of damage. And Buck used what? 2 copper and arrows?
Whatever.
Bolts. Ogre mangled right leg. Actually, somebody actually gets to do something, and he's like way the hell up here somewhere. Where the hell is this guy? Oh, he must be out on the other crane. He's like, he says in giant, what's going on back there? And I think he's going to come move in this direction. Let's see. Oops. Alt button. What do they got? 40? He comes running up right after the fireball like finishes, and he sees D'Amico standing there, and his 2 buddies are like trying to put themselves out. And as he's running, actually, I think he's gonna get to about here. As he's running, he chucks a javelin, like pulling out a javelin, and he chucks the thing up at Demonicus. It's like haphazardly flying through the air. And it like flies right towards your head, and you duck, and it hits you right in the shoulder. Whap! And doing some piercing damage too. 13 points, which you absorb because you have some temporaries, but it does take them away. And that's all he can do. Rich chops. I think his buddy's going to do the same thing. So he's going to come booking up and chuck his javelin. He's like, nice hit. Let me try. And that one misses you. Whoosh. Theris.
Alright, I'm gonna walk back in and take some shots of this cloud giant.
That's a hit. Another arrow to the cloud giant. He's not looking healthy at all. He's down on a knee. He's like gasping for breath. Blood's pouring out of his throat. He can't really speak at the moment.
And he's crispy.
As another arrow thunks into his chest, and he falls over backwards, dying.
And then I'll move back behind our friendly Sherman.
behind the infantry moves, or the forward observer moves behind the Sherman tank for protection. A strapping young lad, this guy is. Sees the cloud giant down and has seen a lot of this going on in the past, of giants being slain and death, and really just wanted to be a cook. And he got promoted to wagon dragger, which he didn't like that job. And he thinks to himself, nah, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. So he starts running up the ramp, trying to get away. It looks like, and this guy getting burnt is a little mad, and he's gonna come running up and pulls out one of his crispy javelins and chucks it at the guy standing at the edge of the wood line. Javelin. Missing.
The javelin
But you
was
can see
delightfully
that he's
crispy.
reaching for his great club. Slouched olive drab top hat is also going to join his friend because, they joined up together, to be cooks. And he's like, wait up. And the cloud giant gasps for breath and perishes.
Didn't even get to pull out his like +5 greatsword.
Oh, his stuff's still there.
He didn't get to pull it out though.
No, he didn't even get to do anything. He's like, "Tut, tut, 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 tut." He was like the guy from Platoon at the just falls over dead. So this
Double
guy's
Chris was
gonna,
a little ridiculous. The surprise round. That was crazy.
yeah, that's what's nice about a surprise round. And he's gonna come running around. And you did hide, right, Marquette? These guys can't see you right there. I mean,
I hid, but I shot after that, so I'm standing right there.
oh, he's like, he says in giant, "Here's snipe, here's snipe," and chucks his javelin into the bush to try to stir the snipe out.
Maybe I got covered.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a -2. I think. I think you're just at the edge, though. I mean, you're not like totally like got a lot
Right.
of cover, but a little
Yeah.
bit. He's like, chuck some branches in front of you and shit, and it doesn't matter. He rolled pretty crappy. He slips when he throws it or whatever. And Prodigy, he is he's like, hey, you've got my food. And he's going to kind of run out here and runs over to the giant. And you see him like picking through his pockets. The cloud giant. He like checks him real quick and then he's picking through his pockets. He pulls off a big bag off of his side. Olros.
So, Carrie, you're saying in the gray you cannot engage, right?
Yeah, yes, correct. If you have to be on the color part of the map to engage anyone on the map, except for the two ogres running up the hill, you can engage them at -5 to hit from your location.
Okay,
I don't
and if I were to go up like 30 feet, could I engage or no?
no.
Okay,
You got to
then
be
I'm just
90
gonna.
feet up.
Okay, no worries. All right, I'm gonna move my character. I'm just gonna double.
All right, while you're doing that, Thoris, what are you doing?
All right, I am going to charge them while kind of just like yelling battle cry, and just finish them off. Hopefully.
War pick 'em?
Yep.
All right, so you come running out of the woods. Roar! A dragonborn in plate mail with a war pick. They look a little like startled, like, and they look at each other and they look at you and they're like, they look at the rest of the party and they say in giant, "Run away!" But they probably won't get the opportunity to.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are
I wonder
like
if I did kill like
help.
20 of them before one time.
Yeah, they're like help. You know, they're not like
Yeah, yeah.
combat ogres. They got like hides and crap on.
Yep. And I'm going to
Fragrant lip hair.
not done just
I wonder what
yet.
it smells like.
I'm
Lavender.
I'm going to use my action surge because I want to kill these guys quickly and attack
Ac-
again.
Action surge.
Yep.
Action charge is a paladin?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that.
Really?
No, I don't have action surge. I don't think actually. I am remembering being a fighter. There is something else I have that I was planning on using. It is where is it? Actually, I don't know. Never mind.
Does a paladin
Remember that
have
last attack.
extra attack? I mean, do you have
He
like
does,
2
yeah.
attacks? And
Yeah,
you've
I
only
do have
taken
that.
you've only taken one, right?
No,
I
he
took
did
2.
both.
Oh, you did both.
Yeah, I just
So
got him to critical. I tell Damokos and Marquette, these 2 are mine. Just go finish the rest off. Don't let any escape.
Well, that one's gonna get hit by him on my way out. So
I can't end my turn for some reason.
yeah, hold on, the table lagged out for a second there.
this guy's using medium panties. Really?
Yeah. He's got him on his head. Medium-sized giant panties. But where the hell is this schmo at? Oh, he's over there. He sees his buddy over there looting, and he does the same. Actually, he's going to run this way and grab something out of the wagon and continue up the hill with it. So he picks up a random item out of it. We'll say it's a chest, and starts running up the hill.
Kill that.
Did the other 2 as well, or just that guy?
No, the other 2 are just running. They didn't grab anything, but this guy like grabs a chest. He's
I moved to there first, Scary, and I'm gonna hit that ogre, and then I'm gonna move toward the other ogre.
okay. You're going to attempt to hit him, but you know, a 7 will hit him. Why didn't you? Did you not have him targeted or?
No, I have him. Says targeted in my sheet. See it?
Yeah. So you did hit. What are you doing? A sneak? You get sneak attack on him? Yeah. So
Yeah,
make sure
I
you
do.
apply sneak attack because it didn't apply.
Oh god damn it! I'm getting so many error messages right now. Every dice I roll, I get 50 error messages. I gotta close out. Hold on.
It might be
And
your automatic
it
sneak
used to
attack.
it used to apply it when I was with this situation. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there was an update and it broke a lot of extensions, and I do run a lot of extensions, so I could shut the table down and turn off
No, that's okay.
your automatic
Let's
sneak
just put
attack.
the 7 back
I
on.
think
And
it
then
gives you an error message whenever you like drag the dice into the thing. You can if you double click it doesn't
I
work.
had sneak attack. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
All right, hold on.
See, it said it. It didn't roll it though. You see, it said its effect.
Over processed crumb catcher. Hold on before you keep hitting him.
He was lightly damaged. I don't know how much damage he had before. Half of 21.
You
I think
did
he had 10.
that damage looked like it was on you. Did you
Yeah,
have
it's not even
yourself
targeted.
targeted?
He's
No?
targeted. I don't know what the hell's going on.
No one's hit this guy, so he shouldn't be wounded at all.
He got hit with the fireball. Half damage. He's lightly wounded.
Oh, so 10. That's Crumb Catcher, right?
Yes, overprocessed crumb catcher.
Overpressed Crumb Catcher. So he had 10 points on him. I don't know.
Correct, from the fireball. Brand's fireball.
So your damage isn't applying to him for some reason. So,
I'll drop the damage dice on him this time, but even my
well,
sneak
hold
attack's
on.
not taking effect.
What did you roll for your sneak attack? I don't see the damage dealt.
It didn't roll it. It says I have it,
All
but
right,
it
so
never
roll
rolled it.
66, and then we'll just do it manually. 7 plus 66.
There's 5 and 6. So 24 more points of damage, Gary.
Plus 7, right? 31.
Right. Yes, 31.
So he's got
42 total.
41 total. All right, so you stick him
Oh,
with
he
your
needs
rapier.
more damage. Hold on. He needs more damage.
Is it?
Another 12 to him from Booming Blade. And now he has the effect on him also.
Where'd he go? Yeah, so the effect's going to go off if he continues sliding down the hill, as he falls over dead.
Finishing my move. That's as far as I can move. And I point my rapier at the ogre, and then I point to like the looties looting, and I kind of point to the ground, and I smile at him.
And you see him like he's like, the dog that eats the poop, and he knows he's not supposed to eat the poop, but he's got a piece in his mouth, and he's like, and he's looking at you like,
Ruh-roh. Yeah.
"Ruh-roh."
I'm gonna finish this guy off.
Ah, killed him by 14.
Yep. And I am going to.
My friend made a new extension for me, Clear Dead. It's a little button on top of the combat tracker, so I just click it and it deletes the dead people in the party. I like it.
Alright, so I'm gonna
in the
like just
combat
toss my axe or my war pick into the wagon, pull out the javelin.
The Javelin of Lightning?
Yep.
You didn't give that no time to even freaking sit in your backpack. It's like
You're gonna
6
use that on
hours. You're like-
ogres?
He's like, yes.
Mhm.
It doesn't expire.
It
Get
doesn't.
him.
You don't have to use it the first 24 hours or nothing like that.
Yeah, and I'm reading the thing real quick.
These are
Is it a
ogres.
one-off?
Yeah, you can only. No, I think it's reusable. Let's
It's
take a
reusable,
look.
yeah.
Like daily or something? Is it daily?
The javelin, here, I can just put it in the chat.
There you go.
It's not able to be used until next
Once per
time.
day. Okay.
Yeah, daily, so
But
it's a
still, you have to
daily.
use it as a magic weapon, though. So
Yeah,
if
I'd
you see
use
some
it.
melee,
Shit on
it's
it.
like
What the hell? The sun's going down. You haven't had a long rest. You know what's coming up. Why not? Chuck it.
You fumble and throws it over the cliff.
All right, so let's see.
Oh,
When you hurl
damn, that would be
it,
crazy.
speak its
Ooh,
command word. So what's its command word?
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. All right, so you need to mark that down.
Draconic.
Thunderstruck. So you throw this thing and roll to hit. Target one of them. I don't care which.
Yeah,
Just see how well you throw
I can
this
hit
thing.
both, technically.
Yeah, but it turns into a lightning
Yeah,
bolt.
yeah.
But I just want to see how the original throw was. If you fumbled it or not. Freaking.
It's a
yourself.
dex save by them. It doesn't even show you have to roll to hit.
No,
Yeah, but
you probably have to
since
hit
you
them
gotta
first.
throw it a little bit, I think you just gotta avoid the fumble.
Yeah.
That's all.
And it's going to turn into this lightning. Like as mid throw, it's going to turn into lightning bolt. It's going to hit both of them, and I have to.
Yeah, so roll 40. Actually, is it coded? We didn't code it for you.
It's not coded, no.
I can actually probably do that super fast.
They get dex saves for half.
Yeah, let me just roll their dex save real quick. Damn errors. Dex save for that guy. What the hell? It's not rolling. Oh, it was rolling. I was just... Damn. I rolled it a bunch of times. So the first one was a failure. And the second one rolls his D20. Oh, it's a save. Sorry, I rolled a check. And he made it, so figures.
I'm gonna roll 46 and.
Yeah, roll
Hold
46.
on. It's only targets in the path that take the save. The
Yeah.
target that you hit takes the damage.
The base
So-
damage of the javelin, but
No, and the lightning damage. The way
yeah,
it's
and the
written.
lightning damage.
So the only person that takes the dex save is the ogre between you, so mangled right leg.
Okay.
No, each
The one
creature
that
in the
threw it at-
line has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Excluding you and the target.
Yeah, I see that. Each creature in the line, including you and the target, must have a D3 13. All right, so.
So the
Oh,
target
I didn't
takes
read
the
that far
lightning
down.
damage.
Javelin turns back and make a ranged weapon attack against the target. On the hit, the target takes the damage from the javelin plus 46. So yeah, he doesn't even get a save. And what did you roll to hit him? 22? Yeah, you hit
that
him.
hits. Okay, so I roll.
So roll
40.
damage for the javelin. That's not coded
Alright, so
either.
I do
Oh, the
46.
javelin might be coded.
The javelin itself is coded. I just need to roll it.
Yes.
I'm doing 46 first. Like I'm just gonna add it. I'm gonna.
All right, so the maximum damage you did was 17.
And this is for like the person I actually hit.
So the first one takes 24 points of damage, which is mangled leg. And the other one takes 12.
Yep.
Rich chops. Where's he at?
And
All right.
Yep. And I am return. I'm gonna want that back though.
So this lightning bolt, yeah, it's sticking in the guy's leg. In his mangled right leg, there's a javelin sticking in it. He's like, "Urgh!" Theris.
Contributing to his manglement. Okay, I'm gonna move up to this 35 and put Hunter's Mark on Mr. Panties.
And you're gonna shoot some loves. Shoot some lovin's. He's got like a TV. He's like running out of a Walmart with it. I'm looting. Oh wait, I'm rioting. I guess that's the new thing.
That was not the one I
12,
was supposed to run.
19.
I need to hit first, sorry.
Yeah, you hit.
That might help.
So you like stick him in the freaking side. He's like, "Ugh."
Can you add another 10? Because I had sharpshooter on. But I didn't put the sharpshooter damage because I usually
Got
do
it.
that second. Okay, and then I'll just do a regular attack for the second one.
So you shoot him in the other leg. Whap! He's like, oh! He's still going though. He looks a little tougher. 17. It didn't apply it to him, so I'll do it manually. All right.
So he's got 46 wounds on him?
He does, Buck. I mean, okay.
Finally, I've inched my way up into combat here, possibly.
You got someone to kill, man.
All right, I'm going to go up 30. And then I'm going to attack Mr. Medium Panties with some Eldritch Blasts.
All right.
Let's do this. Whoa, those are some errors.
Ah, he's critical.
Uh-oh. Gonna hit him again. See if he can take it out.
It's like that's my TV to steal.
Yeah, so you like blast him up against these rocks over here. He drops the chest and shit. Uh, it
All right, I
busts
get
open and a bunch of coins spill out onto the ground.
nice. And I get one more attack. I'll attack Podgy.
You got a free moment, Drake. You should check your chat.
Oh, I got my chat all right.
And down
Strapping
arrow.
young lad. What's this guy doing? Oh, he's running up the hill. He's like, I'm out of here. So he takes off running still. Wait, he hesitates for a quick second. He looks back at the coins spilled on the ground. He's got a pretty good view of nobody currently, I guess.
He did see the fireball though, or whatever he used. Electric blast.
I think he just runs. He kind of stops, looks back. Fireball's going off. He's just like, I'm a cook. I'm out of here. And Rich Chops. Who was shooting him?
Me?
Javelin.
Oh yeah,
There's a
that's right, the
javelin embedded
javelin.
into his chest.
Oh yeah, he sees you over there by the wagon. So he pulls this javelin out of his leg and he comes running at you and he chucks it back at you.
All right.
He like returns the favor.
He
And he's
doesn't.
like,
Oh, by the
And he
way,
thunder.
says
no, the
thunderstruck.
thunderstruck is
Nah.
in Dragon Draconic, by the way.
Oh, is it?
So yeah, just to make sure that like only people who
He
actually
can't. I
hear
think
me.
do you have to be attuned to it?
No, but it's already been used today.
Yeah, it's already been
Once per
used,
day
so you can't
anyway.
really use it until next
And
done.
actually, since you're behind that wagon a little bit, I'm gonna give you a little bit of cover as he chucks his javelin at you. Chuck. Oh, and he probably connects with a
He
22.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
Barely.
So he
Like I
sticks you with his
try and catch
javelin.
it, but kind of miss.
Yeah, you're like, ha ha ha, message for you, sir, as it sticks into your nothing because you
It like
absorbed it.
embeds into my chest plate.
And as you're standing there, behind
Yep.
you, there's some ruffling noise in the wagon behind you, like there's a cover on it, and you're like, you turn around and look, and the cover flips back, and you see a uh, a monkey.
Oh, of
He
course.
he jumps up and he's got no pants on. He's wearing a bowler hat, and he takes a shit in his hands and throws directly at Theris, smacking him upside the head. And Demonicos gets hit in the right shoulder, and it splatters up on his right cheek. Smells like peanut butter, some goopy poopy. As Engorgio, the Poosling and Monkey was brought to you by Tane PD, Cheater in the Chat. In honor of Engorgio, who is not here tonight. Oh, Engorgio is here.
Nice.
Uh-oh, he's going to be mad. Did he just show up? I don't know. And that was Clyde. All right, so Ogre Rich Chops chucked his javelin, and Damacos, some little poo on your shoulder here. You don't. It doesn't smell. It smells okay. It's not like the worst poop. It's like peanut butter flavor.
The worst of poop.
And after smelling a lot of different types of poops, for changing two children. There's good and bad poop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit Rich Chops with Frostbite.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Is that range? No, it's a save, isn't it?
Yeah, and he failed.
Yeah, so. Oh, there it is. Look at him. So he's critical. He's like, gets a little popsicle going. What does that give him? Disadvantage, right? Or no? I don't
Yep.
think it.
I'll move to here.
Is there an effect to apply?
It should have.
It should have. It did not apply an effect to him. I don't know if there's an automatic one. What's the effect?
It's disadvantage attack. Here, I'll apply it.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know why it doesn't do that automatically. Have that fixed.
Yeah, I don't know. It never has in the 3 years I'm playing it. It never
Come on,
has.
project manager, you fix it.
No, sir. I manage people. Well, no, I manage project managers now.
Well, get a project manager on it then.
No, project manager would need to get a software developer.
I'm so fancy.
Well, first you got to get the project manager to get the software developer. So get a project manager on it. Project manager.
No.
Mangled right leg. What?
So
Is
are you
this
a
guy?
PMM now?
Is this guy trying to loot? Where is this guy? What's this guy doing? Where's he
He's the
at?
guy that got lightninged.
Oh, yeah. He doesn't want to get lightninged again. I think he's gonna. I think he's just gonna run this way. He's like. He's gonna get the handoff. Gets the handoff. Tries to snatch what. Looks like he's trying to snatch what Podgy has in his hands. He can't do it this round because he had a dash. Podgy caught red-handed with the poop in his hand. Looks at you. Looks at the 5 feet that from you to him, and looks at your little puny rapier, and takes off running.
Who has the sack of loot? That's all I care about.
Yeah, that's the guy that's got the sack of loot. The other guy couldn't grab it, but there. Looks like he's trying to help. Medium Panties is dead, rolls off the edge of the hill, kind of tumbles down the ground there. Slouched Olive Drab is sees his buddy running with the Cloud Giant's sack, and he looks elated. If anyone could see him, I don't know if anyone can see him, but I can. And he's like, "Yes, we got his loots." And he's running up the hill. What did I do? Change his faction somehow? He's not friendly. And top of round 4 is Ulros.
All right.
I'm like, get that one that's running. He's got the loot.
Podgy. I'm going to blast Podgy, hopefully. Right. 30 feet up.
Yeah, you're still in the trees. The trees are 90 feet tall there. But you're not that deep in the tree. You'll have a -2 to hit.
How about if I move out of the trees?
Depends on where you move. You know, out here, you probably got the best line of sight on him.
Sure, let's do it.
You know, like.
How fast does an ogre run?
They got a movement of 40.
So he was booking.
All right, I move a 30, so that's 30, and I'm 30 feet up.
Yeah, so you're good there. You got a clear line of sight on him. He's got this.
All right.
He's like, the sack doesn't look that heavy. It's a big sack, but it doesn't look that heavy. And he's like,
Oh, Podgy. Here we go.
Ah, yes, blasted him with the first Eldritch blast. they hit him in the back. He's like, ah! Yells out in pain.
Oh man, here we go. Do you guys get that?
Oh,
Oh
There we go.
nice.
no. Do you guys get that like big error screen that you have to keep closing after every attack?
Yes. Yes. Every die roll it does that right now.
I mean, I'm pretty sure because whenever you drag onto the chat, it gives you the error screen for me. But whenever I just double click the like icon, it doesn't.
Carrie said he's running a lot of extensions right now, and a lot of them have failed. So sometimes when you roll,
Yeah,
you
it's no big
kick
deal.
an extension that fails and it gives you error messages.
Yeah,
Which
it's just
saved you, Carrie.
yeah, it's no
Yeah,
big deal. I just
I
click
don't.
close.
I should just. I could come up with a play button for stuff I say and have to repeat it 4 times and
Put it
everything.
in Sirenscape every time
Yeah.
somebody rolls a die. The extensions are broken. They're working on fixing them. You're gonna get error messages. Just close it out.
So you're
That's funny.
so somehow you've reduced your movement speed to so out of the burnt out building, your Eldritch Blast goes off. It goes, and a whole bunch of pigeons fly out and freaking slam into you, and they reduce your movement speed to a quarter until you take a short rest or receive
Damn.
magical healing.
Oh, that's terrible. But with that being said, I still get one more Eldritch
Eat a
Blast.
good berry. You'll be good to go.
Oh yeah.
You don't have any good berries. There's no druids in the party.
Spanky makes them every day.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Ranger.
I forgot about that.
Kaput. Ah.
Cut. I didn't do that much.
And you
damage.
guys haven't used them
Stupid
probably. I don't
fumble.
know.
All right, I'm gonna quarter my way to pushing the down arrow.
Slouch olive drab top hat. What the hell does that thing look like?
That dude was running away.
Yeah, he runs out of sight. Theris.
I move up here and hit
Podgy's not getting anywhere with that loot.
hopefully not.
Marquette, you can see the Cloud Giant still has his like cool looking sword on his belt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm guarding him.
Yeah, when you look around the corner, you see a mangled right leg. Look down at his wounds. Look at the sword. Look at you. Look up the hill. You're not sure what he's planning. Podgy is critical. He's like, oh, and he gets hit in the back again.
I think he might be down here.
Down he goes.
So I move up to mangle right leg.
And take his life.
And it's still not targeting when I target.
Yeah, there's a lot of extensions I'm running
Yeah,
right
let me
now.
see if
There
I
was
can
an
let me see if I
update.
can drag let me see if I can drag it on him. Hold on.
Carrie, every time somebody does something in Sirenscape, you should automatically say that.
I'm gonna make a sound of I can put
Okay,
in
so if I drop
Sirenscape.
it on him, it will hit him. So there you go.
All right, you figured it out. Drag and drop. He's critical. He's critical.
Hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done. Because I have to go to multiple things. It's not rolling everything.
I know, because you metagamed your character out.
I built this guy from scratch way back in the beginning to play this way.
That's what I said. That's exactly what
Yeah,
I said. You
he's
meted the
building my
guy
scratch
out.
website. Yeah.
That's not a bad thing always. Metagaming is not always a bad thing.
Actually, this is not a meta to do this way with Booming Blade. It's actually better to dual wield as a rogue. Because if I miss, I'm screwed. I only get one attack.
Yeah, you should have a you should have a dagger or something so you get
I
that
can't.
second.
Booming
Oh,
blade
it's a
takes the
bonus
full
action.
action.
Yeah. I
Yeah, it
don't know.
takes
I
the full
like I
action.
like yours though. If they move, they get it again. I like the way it is.
Right. It was cool to do, but like I said, it's not meted out as a rogue. It's just it was a cool effect. Okay, I'm done.
Thoras.
All right, I'm not
Move
even gonna
away from
pick up my
All right,
war pick out
and
of the wagon.
let's. I mean, do you guys just really want to like practice pushing the buttons and shit, or are we cool? Can I just say you guys win?
We got
I'm just gonna haymaker that ogre into
Can I,
death.
can I just say you guys win? Is that okay? Are you
Yeah, I'm
okay
fine
with
with
I'm
that?
okay with
you
that.
must roll one
All
more
right,
dice.
all right, cool.
Roll
All
one
right,
more
so
dice, Thoris.
I mean,
Roll it.
Okay,
you
I'll
run them
roll a
down
d20.
and you.
I'll
Well,
roll another attack.
yeah, if you guys want to roll
Roll
dice, go right ahead. You're more than welcome to. But for all intents and purposes, you guys are victorious. Da, 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 da. Where's the button? It's right there. There it is. There it is. There's the button. All right, so you gets the loots. You gets the loots.
the most
So
important part.
and the other thing is you also got a nice little spot to camp and get a long rest and level up. Oh my God! Look at all this going on. Oh, level up,
What?
long rest, freaking loots, and a break and a 10-minute break. So let's do a quick break. When we come back, we're going to let the characters figure out what they're doing for their level. If they want to sit here and do that over the break, that's their prerogative. And then we are going to finish up. So we'll have about an hour left when we come back on the break, and that's it. So I'm gonna start a timer. Where's it at? Timer. Let's do 22:13. So 10:13 on the East Coast. We'll be back. So you guys can go away and chat, but just come back in like 10 minutes. And I'm going to start some pretzel music and put on the slideshow for you guys if you want to watch it.
It's a slideshow?
Yeah, on the stream. Schedule. My schedule. All right, stream. We're coming back from our break. We need cameras. We need players. I got 3 on camera, 1 off camera, so we're good to go. Let me turn their voices back on, and let's finish up here. All right. So one thing I kind of forgot to tell you before your long rest was, you guys, like, if you look over the edge here, or do you not do that until morning, maybe?
We can look over the edge.
You do. You do. You can see a town down there.
Burn it? Or lives
It
in
does look like it's been attacked. The town does. It looks very beat up. There's buildings that have holes in them, but no, it's not on fire.
Does any of this craftsmanship look familiar? Is it like clearly human?
Actually, you see bits and pieces of elven craftsmanship in through the town.
Do we find anything of note out of the, like up on this ridge here in terms of the burned out warehouse or anything like that?
No, the buildings
I
are
guess
pretty
we're
much empty, but
especially
there's
with,
4 wagons that have a bunch of loot in them. There's
yeah, what did that package have that the guy ran off with?
it appears to be some kind of magical bag.
Does it look like the bag that Marquette's wearing?
It does look like a bag, yes. It doesn't look like the one he's wearing, no. I mean, it's not exactly like his.
What about that sword
It's like
that he had?
10 times as big, you know? It's like it's giant size bag.
Okay. I was just wondering if it was a haversack or not.
Yeah, oh no, it doesn't look anything like that, no. It's a bag, not a haversack. Haversack's like multiple pockets and shit. It's like a backpack kind of more.
What about that sword the giant had?
There is a sword strapped to his belt. It's got blood all over it since he's bled out on it. It's a giant sword. Let me find that sword. I didn't actually get that sword. Let me close that. Let me close that. Let me close that. Go back to the hill giant chief Steeding, and he was in the party room. No, not that one. I think it's where it described that sword. It's a giant great sword.
I think I can carry it.
So it's like 12 feet long.
Like double the height of me.
All right, I'm going to start putting some of this stuff in the party sheet. I'm assuming you guys are looting. So let me delete
Yeah.
what's in there. You guys didn't want the great axe? Giant battle axe?
I don't
Well,
think we can put it. You said
well,
it was
hold
so
on.
massive, we can't put it.
Yeah,
in
it's
anything.
big. It's big, that's for sure. Now that's
don't
why I
think-
said it.
I'm probably
That's why I
so
said it.
That's
That's why I said it sarcastically. You guys didn't want that big ass thing?
Well, hold
I
on,
mean-
because that stuff was at the steeding still, right?
Yeah, that's where you guys left it.
I think the plan was to go back to the steeding to pick up the dwarves and then adventure to a town where we can drop them off, essentially. Start
All right, well then we'll deal with that when you guys get back to the steeding. Hopefully we'll remember.
The dwarves are gonna make a colony there.
Are those potions of water breathing still in there?
I just deleted them.
Okay.
They're at the steeding. So you can make note that
Right,
there's 3 at the steeding if you want to remind me later.
Well,
If you guys go back.
Damikos and Thoris have water breathing potions.
I do not,
Right,
but I
so
can take one. You said, do I have any?
Yeah, there was 3.
Oh.
So you and Thoris should take 1 and 2 because you guys
No,
don't have
they're at
water
the
breathing.
they're at the steeding. You have to go back and get them.
Right.
But you
I
know
mean,
they're there.
You guys need to remember that when we go back to take those potions.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If you go back, so you can make a note wherever you're keeping your notes for this session. All right, so I'm gonna start putting some of this stuff in the chat or in the party sheet. Where'd it go?
Are we going to get it identified, or do we have to do something for that?
Yeah, you either got to cast Identify or spend an hour touching it and stroking it and calling it George.
We're taking a long rest here, so that was kind of our plan anyway.
Did
Damikos, do you have
Yeah, but
identify magic?
Do you still need to specify that you're doing that? Because if it's cursed, I can't just randomly apply a curse to somebody. I have to know who to apply it to.
Gotcha.
If you use identify though, does that get around a curse?
Say again?
Like if you use identify, does
Nope.
that get around a curse?
You might have a better
so
chance,
whoever.
but probably not.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you do find a chest that's full of gems. 2,000 gold piece gems, 11 100 gold piece gems, 4 500 gold piece gems, and 7 pieces of jewelry worth 500 gold pieces. You also had some chests and stuff that had a total of 8,000 gold pieces and 1,000 platinum pieces in it. That
Nice.
was one of the loots that they got. You also get 11 arrows plus 1. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ID these, except for the cursed items. They're not gonna be ID'd. So
Okay.
Anything that sounds too inconspicuous is gonna be cursed.
yeah, I'm just putting them in the
Right.
chat
The
for
name
you.
is gonna be like completely normal short sword.
I got the gems, so it makes it easier. Just remember to loot my corpse if I die.
Did you already grab the arrow? Oh, I thought so. You already grabbed the arrows.
No, I didn't. Not yet. I will.
All right, there was also there's like another 7 chests too, full of shit. So you find a chest that's spilled open.
They did not identify these, Carrie, just so you know.
Perfect. I like that then.
I would like to take the short sword.
So you want to hold it and study it and risk if it's
I
cursed or not?
Do you want me to identify
will.
this stuff?
If you can, sure.
Can't I? Let me see. Yeah, I have a ritual called identify.
There you go. So he's going to identify everything.
All right, what does that take? An hour per item?
We're taking a long rest, so
Right, but so he still needs to get a long rest in too.
Let me
If
look.
he's identifying 8 items and it takes an hour a piece, that's 8 hours of identifying, and he's not resting. He can't cast spells when
Okay,
you're
I
resting.
choose one object that I must touch throughout the casting of the spell.
and it's 10 minutes for the ritual.
Yeah.
All right, so the first object you want, you're subject to if it's cursed that you will get the accursed while you're
I
doing
got you.
that.
Taking the risk.
You're taking the
He's
risk.
already a tiefling. He's cursed as he can be.
All right, I'm
So
currently dragging loots over to the party sheet, so give me a second.
gotcha.
It was a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so that's everything. So you guys get a total of 1,040 platinum pieces, 23,100 gold pieces, 2,400 electrum pieces, 9,400 silver pieces, and 13,980 copper pieces that you guys had to pick up off the ground.
That is
You also
okay.
find that amongst those is 11 arrows plus 1, a potion of poison, a short sword of flame tongue, a spear plus 2, and a sentient giant-sized greatsword named Waith that has a bunch of cool stuff.
It may just will the I asked. Well, I don't know that. My character wouldn't know that.
You also find a parchment. It's written in giant using. It's written in giant. And
Well, I can read that.
I can't do.
You can't read.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
there's also a magical black chain.
Oh, that's not cursed at all. I do kind of want to take the spear so I can just have like a javelin, and spear. Just
You have a javelin of lightning.
yeah, I know. Then I can use another spear. Just throw both of them.
I would like to take the flame tongue because I'm actually going to switch that. I had ordered a short sword +1 back in
That's
town, but we never actually got out of town.
Yeah. Oh wow, the short sword and spear are pretty expensive. What about Waith? How expensive is Waith? Oh, he doesn't have a cost. Okay, that's sad.
I would be curious. It says heavy two-handed magic. Does a lot of swords will adjust to the user? So is that the sake with the Waith or no?
What do you mean? Are you trying to attune to it? Is that what you're trying to do?
I am not trying to attune to it. I just asked I see these huge swords there, and I guess that the cat magic user's like, hey, this is magical, and I'm like, is it something that could? I've heard about weapons that like adjust to their user. Is that something that one does?
Well, you glance at it because you're not really touching it. You don't see any buttons that say
I
adjust
asked I
size or
asked the guy
anything
who
on
did
it.
it. I asked the guy who did identify.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead,
Actually,
Brant.
I'm just gonna pick up the sword real quick. It's like
It's big. You pick it up. It's still attached to the giant's belt, or did you take it off his belt?
no,
Or...
we took it off. The giant's
Okay.
probably like down the cliff.
Yeah,
At this
so
point.
I mean, you're strong enough. You can pick it up. You pick it up. You're like, oh, it's got a heavy sheath on it. Big buckle. The buckle, that fits on the belt is like, 14 inches wide. So that your belt would have to slip through. Your little 2-inch
Yeah.
belt is like huge, and then the sheath is like, it's if you can imagine, it's the size of the bed, the your dad's pickup truck. It's probably 12 feet long, right?
Oh, nice. Maybe a. Oh, I don't know.
Got a 6-foot bed and a 6-foot cab. Yeah, maybe
Nice.
it's 14, but yeah, it's like 12
Yeah.
feet long.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So
Around
it's
that size.
big.
I'm gonna unsheath and just examine it because you said that it's like.
Oh, it's beautiful looking. And when you unsheath it, it says, "Hello,"
Oh, it
and
speaks.
you're says it mentally in your mind in giant at first.
Yeah, and I can speak it, so I can
Yeah.
understand him.
So you understand it. It's in giant. It says,
Yeah.
"Hello."
I don't know if I can respond in kind in my mind.
You don't know, or do you try?
I try.
So what do you say?
I say, you can speak.
I am called Waith. What do they call you?
They call me Thoras.
Thoras. Hmm. Are you going to be my new wielder?
I don't know if I'm strong enough to wield you into battle. I am. You're double my height.
Hmm. Size does not have anything to do with wielding me.
Is that so?
Indeed. You and I must be one of the same in our minds. What's your alignment?
My alignment? I'm pretty sure neutral good.
Pretty sure neutral good.
I haven't looked in a while.
So click on the little button and look.
Yep. Yeah, neutral good.
Neutral good. So Oath says, what happened to the giant that was wielding me?
He took one of our friends prisoner, or two of them, really, and we got revenge.
I was in the sheath, so I didn't quite see the whole thing. Him and I came into conflict on many occasions.
In what way?
He did not believe in freedom and allowing others to live as they see fit.
Uh,
I am very protective of my friends and love to be friends with like-minded people. So, as you're holding on to this thing, are you attempting to attune to it?
Oh yeah. It's
So,
kind of outside.
after a minute, you are attuned to this sword, and it shrinks down to your size.
Oh neat.
And he says, "You may wield me, and I will serve you as long as our minds are alike."
Alright. I also tell him, like, the sword, Waith. For as long as I wield you, I want you to hold me accountable for anything I do.
I can't always hold you accountable, but I can be a voice in your head. And I
Alright.
can become non-functional if I disagree. He
Alright
tells you
then.
that when enemies approach and we are friends, I can warn you if you activate me as a wand of enemy detection.
Oh, really?
He's sentient weapon. He's of neutral good alignment, so your alignments are a perfect match. The sword has an intelligence of 12, only a wisdom of 2, so it doesn't learn from its mistakes, but it knows stuff. Charisma's of 14 and has hearing and dark vision out to a range of 120 feet. Only while it's unsheathed can it see.
Yeah.
The weapon can speak and understand giant and common, and it can communicate telepathically with its wielder. The sword believes in freedom and allowing others to live as they see fit. It is protective of its friends and wants to be friends with like-minded wielder. It is courageous to the point of foolhardiness, however, and vocally urges bold action. It is
That
likely
gives
to
me
come into conflict
something.
with an evil or a timid wielder.
We have something in common with our boldness.
Yeah,
And
so I'm
Run into the
gonna
basement by yourself and kill everything.
yeah, exactly.
put the. Did you grab that?
Yeah, I grabbed it. I
Okay,
think.
good.
Let me make sure. Yeah, I have it.
All right, so yeah, make a note wherever it has a. It's probably on it, but it does a enemy detection. We can probably code the. You could probably drag the coding for the wand of enemy detection from the spells onto your sheet and use that for tracking it.
Yeah. Oh wait a second. Oh,
And
I get divine smite with Waith as well, don't I? Like improved.
divine smite is with any
It-
melee attack, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's an extra D8 to 2d6.
Or do we lose Backy on camera? Do we lose him in
Yeah,
Discord? No, he's still there.
my thing turned off. I gotta turn the camera back on, I guess. Sorry.
My thing.
Do you
The
guys
Cloud
want
Giant
this?
also has in his bags of holding. He has a bag of holding, giant-sized bag of holding, that does not shrink down in size, but it still only weighs 15 pounds or whatever a bag of holding weighs, and it still only
Is
holds
it
the same
inside
amount of
the
weight.
same
It's just
size?
big, huh?
Can we see what's inside it? Just
Like,
like dump it all.
Yeah, no,
the
you don't
inside
have
of the
to be a.
giant size bag of holding larger?
No, it's the same dimensional space inside, extra dimensional space.
Okay. So it's almost
Uh,
pretty much just a regular bag, since that's about the same size,
Like
right?
it's like a just like a.
it's like a car cover, like for a Volkswagen or something. That's how big it is.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. Is that's what the size of the extra-dimensional space is inside of a bag of holding
Oh,
already. So it's
yeah,
pretty
totally.
much just a bag.
Isn't it 500 square feet or something? It's pretty big. It's like a small apartment in there.
64 cubic feet inside a bag of
64
holding.
cubic feet. That's huge.
Does anyone want the spear? Should I take it?
I mean, if nobody else needs it, yeah, I guess take it.
All right.
It's about the
Can I,
size of a
That's what I was waiting.
Volkswagen. What?
can I give my rapier warning to Theris? And I took the short sword flame tongue
Cool.
because they're both attuned items, and I don't want to give up my headband intellect or my gauntlets because that makes me a skill junkie. So I don't mind giving up the rapier to him, and that gives him a magic melee weapon also.
Yeah, those rare times he needs one. I understand.
You know what? It also gives him advantage on initiative, also, which he's not got.
Yeah,
I have
that
+7 already, so
if he attunes to it, yeah. If he uses
right.
one of
He's
his
and he's
only
gonna.
his 3 attunement slots.
Well, he said he's gonna give up his headband, I think, for it, right, Spanky? That was
Yeah,
the plan.
I randomly had a headband. I don't really care about intellect. Not the smartest tool in the shed.
Suddenly, you don't read books at night anymore. You're like, screw it. I can be warmed.
But yeah, 64 cubic feet is like less than the size of a car. Just saying. Like, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. 64. All right, I'm gonna push the money to you. I don't, there is an extension that covers coin weight, and it would add the weight to your character.
Oh God.
So there you guys go. You get how much? I have chat covered up with all this crap. How much loot did you guys get a piece? Scrolling down, 400 or 4,620 gold, 48 or 480 electrum. Pretty nice. 2,000 or 208 platinum.
I'm just gonna transfer all my money to gold.
Now, rules of D&D 5e state that 50 coins weighs a pound. So you guys can role play how you're carrying these coins if you want.
I'm just
Bags of
that
holding?
strong. Oh,
You got
no,
like a
that's not-
chest strapped to your shoulder, full of coins.
Bags of holding, right?
Yeah, I'm not looking at all your inventory, so.
Yeah, we can fit it all in bags of holding. We have, I think, 4 plus the giant one. We have plenty of them in the party.
Right
There's
there,
four.
I've
There's
got a
a.
Hewer's handy haversack.
I have 12,000 gold now.
So in the morning, when the sun comes up, and you guys can actually, uh, it's actually late morning. So what are you guys gonna do the first couple hours in the morning? What are you guys imagining your characters are doing?
I'm probably just gonna spend time talking to Waith, just getting to know the sword, know
He
the
doesn't
history
have
of
a
it.
he doesn't have much of a wisdom, so his
Well, I mean,
memory
like, more
is
like
very
like
short.
like the history of the blade.
Yeah, he's only got a 2 wisdoms, so the history of the blades, like, I don't
Fair
remember
enough.
shit. He's like, I'm
Fair enough.
positive there's a book in Candlekeep that covers me. If you want to research me in Candlekeep, there's a magical chain that you guys uh probably are suspect as what it is. It's big. It's a chain about well, the chain's not very big. It's only about a 3/4 inch diameter chain. It's not very big diameter wise, but it's like it's 50 feet long, and it's connected. It's not it's a loop or you know it's a loop. So it's not a long chain. It's a loop, and it's black. It's like
Well, what's over this edge too, by the way?
there's a town down there, 200 or so feet down. And there's actually structures up onto the cliff edge that have been built there, but most of the structures on the cliff edge look like they've been smashed, like busted up.
Also, for Waith, the sheath that it technically had, like on my back, it's more of just like a loop that it just goes into, so so he can just kind of watch my back, basically. I don't really care if we have to RP that. I just want to point that out, because yeah.
So you don't ever sheath them? Is that what you're trying to
No,
say?
I sheath him technically, but it's just like there's like a thing I just slide him into, and like the hilt just rests on that.
Yeah, while you're not wielding it, he can't see. So it's the basics of it. You have to
That's
have him
fine.
out and let him look around.
Yeah.
But you can use him as an enemy detection wand, which you can look that up and see what it does.
Very heavy wand.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we were talking before, we were discussing whether we should go to. Well, I mean, one of the main reasons we came after this cloud giant was try to find some clues of where they were going. So I guess the clues to where they were going is down these, like down to the town below.
Well, you found a map. It's got some giant writing on it, and you also found a little book, um, like a really lightly bound pamphlet, kind of like a magazine. It's only about 6 inches, but like a little notepad or something, but really lightly, real rough looking pages in it, and it's also some giant writing in it. You think the book has something to do with the chain, and the map has an indication on it that looks like something up in the north end of the Thunder Peaks. But you guys,
Hey, damn it! Are
you
you
guys
able
don't
to
have
read
a,
this?
a true map to compare it to, You're just guessing.
Yes, I can read.
May you read this, please?
Yeah, I said I did earlier.
I'm sorry, did I miss something earlier?
That was a while ago. You guys have been yakking about a sword.
This sword is neat. It's also a legendary rarity, I just realized.
What did I miss earlier?
That I
What do you-
read
Well,
that.
yeah. So what did the book contain? Did it contain any useful information that Damikos now knows and perhaps will share with the rest of us?
Damikos? That would be up to you.
I would absolutely love to read this.
Are you sharing it with everybody, or you're gonna
Sure, yeah, I'll
wait
share it
until
with
I
people.
tell you and tell
Well, I'd
everybody,
like
and
to
then
know
say,
what's in it. If it's some type of, very dangerous thing that,
you think it's instructions on how to use this black chain that you haven't identified yet?
Okay, so I'd like to take a look at that.
Okay, it's a 50-foot chain. Well, it's a loop. It's not a chain. Well, it's all connected. It's a 3/4 inch diameter. It's made out of some kind of black material, and
It's
it's
not black ice,
magical.
right?
Well, you suspect it's magical, anyways.
And I didn't identify it when I identified everything else?
No, because I said it was kind of suspect, so I was leaving it up to you if you wanted to.
Oh, well, let me read this how to use it thing.
Okay. It says that the black chain needs to be configured into a shape of a figure 8 around the transporters, those to be transported.
Does it say where they could, how it
And it
works as
says
far as,
see map for location.
and then where's the map?
Is somebody else looking at the map? No, it's laying next to all the other stuff.
So I look at the map.
Okay, it's a map that shows a location that you think might be in the northern end of the Thunder Peaks, but you don't have a map to compare it to, so you're not exactly sure where it goes.
So I'll identify the chain.
Okay, it's a magical device meant to be placed on a flat surface and looped into a figure 8 shape. Thus configured, it can transport up to one giant or 6 human-sized persons standing on each loop of the figure 8 to the location indicated on attached map.
And it's in the Thunder Peaks.
You think.
And what do we know about the Thunder Peaks?
I don't know. What does your character know of the Thunder Peaks?
I'm
Is
pretty
he
sure we
familiar?
heard that it was like where a decent amount of the giant activity was.
Well, I would say that I'm familiar with the geography of that area. Not
Your character's
probably
from Symbia or Cormier?
from around here, yeah. Well, I mean, ish.
Like
My guy
from
was
the
in the
Thunder
Borderlands.
Peaks or
Like,
from,
yeah, maybe from near there. I don't personally know any of the cities around the Thunder Peaks But we're from this area. My ancestors are not. Obviously, they're from hell.
Who says that isn't what the Thunder Peaks are?
I have a +9 in history.
So give me a history check to see what your character that's from this area knows about the Thunder Peaks. You rolled a 1.
Nice.
But you're
I
fortunate
failed
that you have a
history.
+9 in history. So you know the Thunder Peaks separate. Well, they don't really separate. The Thunder Peaks are in Symbia, and beyond the Thunder Peaks, you enter into Cormyr, the kingdom of Cormyr, which the capital is Suzail, down on the water. Any specific information you're looking for, like
Well,
what the
yeah. So
material component of the Thunder
no.
Peaks is
So
made of, or
what I'm trying to piece together is that this was a cloud giant. We've been dealing with giants, and this giant had this thing that's supposed to teleport people to somewhere up there. So, what do I know about giant activity in that particular area of the
there's been a large amount of giant activity all over the area, and your character, I assumed, was investigating that when he came across the giants, and that's where you guys are at. So he doesn't know anything about giants in the Thunder Peaks. Up until now, he's suspecting that there might be a stronghold there.
Okay, so I'm telling this to the party, so we can use this chain to teleport up to somewhere up there on that map. What I don't know is if we're just gonna plop us right down in the middle of a fucking storm giant lair, or if it's gonna be somewhere outside of that.
We could try and use all of our like invisibility, all those types of spells just to make sure we don't get obliterated in case it isn't like that.
Where'd Tane go? There he is.
Well, I mean,
What do you guys know about this map? Have you seen a map like this before in this particular area?
I was born.
Not
my
you,
character,
dipshit. These three.
my character was born in the Stormhorns, so I can't really help you.
Oh,
no, I don't know anything that far north. I've been around Saltmarsh most of my life.
do you have a picture of the map, Carrie, that I can?
Name.
Do I have a picture of the map that the giant has?
Yeah.
No, they didn't include a picture.
No.
But with a little research in a map, you might be able to piece it together, you know.
Do we have a map in the party somewhere?
We have a map of the Sword Coast. I'm pretty sure.
Your characters do? Who does? I didn't see it on
I
any
think I
old
remember
sheet.
that. I could be entirely incorrect. Just imagining
I
things.
don't know about it in inventory, but we've been looking at it.
I don't remember giving a map out. I remember you guys buying a map of Ghost to Saltmarsh area.
I think that's my what I think I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Well,
that's doesn't really
so
help you here.
personally, I need to go somewhere to buy some arrows if we're gonna go kill more giants.
Why don't you just make some?
He's gonna set up a little shop here and
Sticks, and
spend a
there's some feathers over there, and
spend
some rock.
a few
So they're gonna
days
be, like,
making
the
some arrows.
lowest quality arrows ever.
Yeah, I'm
They're not going to
screw-
give any proficiency bonuses.
Can I make my own arrows? Is that
Sure,
Well, isn't there a-
absolutely. All it takes
isn't
is
there a-
time.
Isn't there a town down that cliff?
There is a town down that cliff.
Well,
Let's go
it's
down to that
completely
town.
it's burnt out. The giants were.
It is
so
not burnt out.
It probably got attacked, but I don't think it lost.
Oh well, then why were the giants putting treasure down to that town? Like
To
they've got to
attack
have
it?
some
I don't know.
control on that town.
Well, let's go check it out.
Yeah, if there's giants, we can deal with them.
Buck probably needs a dip soon. He's not feeling good. He looks like shit.
We're almost wrapped right now. It's fine.
Yeah, we
We're
only
almost
got
wrapped
like
right now. It's fine.
10 minutes maybe.
You guys want me to go down there and fly down to that town and take a look at it?
Yeah,
Sure.
Recon.
Okay, so Carrie, I'd do a half gainer off the cliff and go take a look at that town.
All right. So what time do you go down there in the morning?
Let's say 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. So when you come over to the edge and you start your way down, you can see 4 stone giants have pulled up some barges onto the shore of this town, and they've got a shit ton of like boulders and shit on the barge that they've are unloading, and they look like they're preparing to attack the town. Maybe is what you're thinking. The river is on the far side of the town, so when you're looking down the cliff, you see this town. It's 200 to 250 feet down to the town, and there's some buildings and structures on the cliffside that have been smashed by something. You're not sure what. And you can see a lot of the buildings in town have been battered and beat, and holes in the roofs and walls have been smashed in. And but you get the sense that there's people moving around. Every now and then you see somebody in the town. And these giants aren't really paying much attention to the town. They're down on the river bank with these big barges, uh, human-sized barges, and they've pulled them up on the shoreline a little bit, and they're unloading some boulders and stuff. That's the exact the rough view of what you see.
Okay, so I fly back up to the guys and I tell them that, and I tell them I think that either those giants are about to attack that town, or something else is about to go down. But either way, um, I bet you there's arrows down.
Yeah, well, fair enough. And if
Did you
the
see
town's
people in
about
the
to
town?
be attacked, or if they're about to like load up a bunch of slaves onto the barges, then we should do something about that.
Yeah, there are people in the town, Buck.
It probably isn't giant controlled, saying that giants, from what I have, like my experience, my player or character, I mean, giants don't settle. Like they rate unless they make the place, they will either break it down and just leave, fail to break it down and leave, or try again. But they probably wouldn't stay around, so it's not like we're going to fight a city full of giants.
Right. Well, if they were pulling barges up, though, then they might be loading up their loot and spoils or slaves or whatever.
4 stone giants probably wouldn't be enough to subjugate an entire town, or even loot
Well,
said
that's
town.
that's what he's able to see. So probably there's more somewhere down there, maybe.
Oh, a
Well, let's
stone
whittle
giant
that
could kill
number
some
down to 0.
commoners. I guarantee you that.
No, I mean, a town probably has a small garrison at least.
Not if they're dead.
Yeah, well,
Like
we'll find out.
what he said that there was a bunch of buildings that were already destroyed. So it sounds like they've fought, they lost, and now they're looting.
No. He said that some of the buildings on the outskirts were destroyed.
No, I
Like,
did not.
Yeah, so there was a fight.
I said a lot of the buildings have been the roofs
they?
have been smashed, walls are missing.
Well, let's go down. If they're giants, we'll fight them. If there aren't, we won't.
I mean, yeah, my vote is okay. Let's deal with these giants and help this town. One vote for that. Whatever else wants to chip in on and thoughts.
Oh, for sure, we need to go down and blow them up.
I mean, I'm cool with that.
Party spokesman?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
For
So
our
when we
next
pick
gaming
up next
session.
week, did you guys figure out if we're switching to bi-weekly or what?
No, I don't want to switch, but we can't play next week. I'm gonna be out of town, so
Well,
So
both of you are out of town or just you?
it's just me. But if you guys want to play,
So that leaves us 4 still to play. If you want to play without Brant.
yeah, but I voted bi-weekly. Remember?
oh yeah, it's true. I'm cool with that.
I'm good either way.
So
We'll
so
discuss it.
Tane
We can
and
discuss it on
Brant aren't going to
Discord.
be here, so then that means we can't game next week. So the next
Are you
session will
Brant?
be.
Are you? Oh, hold on, Trey. Are you working next Sunday?
Probably. I'm always working. I can look.
Hold on, let me see his schedule, because I know it's hard for you to always get home and play. So if you're
So if we don't play next week, the next one's going to be March 7th.
The 8:30 start time is a little bit easier when I work.
I'm cool with the 8:30 start time. I can adjust my stream schedule. and we end at 11. It doesn't matter. The
Right.
end time doesn't change. The start time is what can change.
Well, if we game the 7th, we won't be gaming the 14th because Brant will be here, and we'll be drinking, and hanging out at my house on the 14th. That's Sunday. So if you're Brant, you're not gonna be here next week. The 7th we would game. The 14th we're not gonna game. So I don't care if we want to game next week because the 14th we definitely won't be gaming.
I mean, I'm cool with it. Whatever.
But if we go to the bi-weekly schedule now, we'd game on the 7th and the 21st, which kind of fits both those weekends, the 14th and the 28th, in as being off weeks anyways.
All right.
Well, I mean, yeah, if we got people that are missing next weekend and then 2 weekends after that, then we sort of push this whole discussion until
So the
2
so
sessions
they
from now.
no the options are we game next week with only 4 players, or we game on the 7th with 5 players. That's the
Correct.
current decision we have to make.
Correct. And then,
Knowing we can't
mean,
game on the 14th. Period.
right.
So.
Right, but Tane doesn't really want to game next week, so then we would skip next week, right?
Well, then all he's
I
got to
just
do
gotta
is
watch.
say, I don't want a game next week, and we know we're only playing on the 7th then, with
Yeah, it's
everybody here.
one more day
All right,
before
let's
my trip
make it
again, and
so.
this trip is really kicking my ass. I need to. I'm kind
So
of
our
wanting
next
to rest.
session is going to be March 7th at 8:30.
Sounds
Perfect.
reasonable.
All right, so that's when we'll do it. Let me get the stream ended. Say goodnight to the stream. Do I need to raid anybody? Do I need to raid? Ingorgio shows up. That's okay. Tane actually used Clyde in your behalf. So you owe him the channel points. I don't know how that works, but there's no one. He's playing Lord of the Rings, so I'm not raiding him. And we're good. So we're done. So say goodnight. Goodbye, stream. See you guys. Tuesday I will be running Princes of the Apocalypse. On Thursday, we are playing Deadlands over on Marbania stream. Friday, Jungles of Cholt, right here, 8 o'clock. And Saturday, over on Rob's stream, is my Rime of the Frost Maiden. And we're off for next week on this channel. So we'll see you guys around. Good night.
And Dre, how do you look for the 8th game